What's going on, everybody? Doc Jazz here from Process Physical Therapy and Performance. And today we're going to be going over something called the samurai stretch, also known as the prayer stretch. It's really important for helping improve our lat mobility so that we can do things overhead or in the front rack position. It's also really important just posturally because it allows us to improve our thoracic extension. So all we need is a box or a bench or a couch or something that just allows us to elevate our elbows a little bit. From here, we're going to have our elbows in shoulder width position. And then what we're going to do is we're simply just going to drop back. And as we're doing this, we want to make sure that our palms are facing us and that our thumbs are a little rotated out. It's really important that we're in this position because we want to be in a position that's the opposite of what the lat function is. And so the lat is responsible for moving backwards as well as internally rotating. And so by having our palms facing us and our thumbs rotated outwards, we're in more of an externally rotated position. So when we dive down here, if we don't feel much of a stretch in here, then what we can do is we can then put our arms in more external rotation. So instead of being here, we would still have our elbows about shoulder width apart, but now we would kind of drive those wrists out a little bit. And that's going to allow us to be in a little bit more external rotation. For those lifters, this is kind of like that front rack position as well. So I'm going to do the same thing. So elbows are shoulder width apart. Now I'm going to rotate outwards a little bit. And from there, I'm going to drive my hips down, and I feel a little bit more of a stretch with this in here. And I actually begin to feel it a little bit lower as well, to closer to where those lats attach down into my low back. If we want to bias our upper back instead of our lats, we're just going to make a small tweak. So instead of really focusing on just sitting back into that stretch, we're now going to try to get our chest closer to the ground with some deep breaths. So elbows are about shoulder width apart. I don't have to so much worry about that rotation here. So elbows are just hanging out shoulder width apart. And we're going to drop down. And from here, I'm going to take a nice deep breath in and try to get my chest closer to the ground. And with this one here, I feel it in a little bit of a different position than that lat stretch. So with the lat stretch, like I mentioned, I felt it kind of up into my armpit a little bit, even down into my low back. With this one, I'm feeling more tightness and tension between the shoulder blades and my upper back. And so that's definitely the spot that we want to be working on as far as working on that thoracic extension. So give this one a shot. Hit it for about 2 minutes, whether we're working on the lats or whether we're working on the upper back. And then retest your overhead motion, retest your front rack position. And like I said, this is a really good one to do posturally on a day-to-day basis if we're doing a lot of sitting or anything like that. So if you got something out of this video and you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or just want to drop a comment below, go ahead and do that. Have a good day, y'all. Bye.